3, 2, 1.
Welcome to whatever fucking episode we're on of the Jenner's House.
109, sir.
109. Amazing. Fantastic. I don't know what episode it is. I know it's recording. It's Sunday, I'm assuming. I'm guessing.
Yep.
Not confident about that, but you're saying that's the case.
There's football on for sure. It's a Sunday.
All right. Yeah, it's been a hell of a week. How about you?
Same shit, different smell, but you've had a little bit more of a rough week than mine. Was just a mixed bag of dicks.
A mixed bag of dicks.
Good days, bad days, everything in between.
Some salty, some little sour.
I don't know about the flavor of them. I was just to describe the size of them.
You never?
No, I've never put a dildo in my.
No, not even. You were flexible.
Oh no.
But you tried.
No.
You never. You're lying.
Tried to suck my own wee wee?
Yeah.
No.
Not once.
Not once.
Did the thought cross your mind? I don't believe.
So hear me out. I used to. Not now. I've got a gut in a way. Really. But when I was like in high school, maybe even in my first year in college, I was flexible enough where I could put both my legs over my head. And even the thought never was like, I wonder what my dick tastes like.
Wow, you Mondo. I am guessing you are in a massive minority. I think every guy. I would have assumed every guy at least once, maybe a half-hearted attempt, was like, could I reach?
You see, you try saying you're admitting to have tried.
Of course.
Okay.
It's not even admitting it. I'm shocked that you haven't.
I wouldn't want to taste my own wiener.
Did you hear there was an urban legend when we were kids that Marilyn Manson had his ribs removed so he could suck his own dick?
Yeah, I heard about that.
You think it's true?
No, it's not true. He never had his ribs removed, but he's tried to suck his own wee-wee.
Yeah, no, like again, because most guys have. That'd be a completely new thing.
Call me
you're
weird.
You're like a self-prude.
Yeah, no, because I beat off every day, every other day, every day.
It sounds so angry and aggressive.
Hell yeah,
beat off.
Earlier we were talking about the motion of your the compactor deal. That's sometimes I gotta use two hands, dude.
What are like the most aggressive, violent euphemisms for like jerking off? Because there's choking the chicken. It's choking
the chicken, beating off, like you're beating,
whacking off too. It's all very like aggressive. I'm sure there's probably some UFC related euphemisms at this point.
To beating off,
the front naked choke.
The front naked choke. Front naked choke. Or I'm about to give my dick the rear naked choke.
That sounds more like anal sex, but
I'm gonna give my anaconda the rear naked. Anyway, yeah,
I didn't get a rib removed like Marilyn Manson, but I did pop one out of place while using a hand tamper. It's sort of a hand used to compact earth where you just slam this thing into the ground.
Do it again. So I'm not exaggerating the motion. You're doing that over and over and over again.
And this is to life size. Just so you say it's a big kind of elongated motion.
Anyone watching the stream just this second, like just joining right now, watching you do that is going to be like, I'm never watching this shit ever again.
Or we've tapped into a new section of the fan base, Mondo.
All of a sudden, we're big in the LGBTQA.
No, I'm like I remember there was a line from the movie The Rock that our mutual friend Christian Barron used to quote a lot, and it was when they were approaching Sean Connery to go assault Alcatraz, and he was telling him about his life in prison. And he's like, I can't do it. He could, part of the reason he liked it is because he could do a spot on Sean Connery impression.
Who, Barron?
Barron, yeah, just this one line though, and he'd be like, it was like I spend my days avoiding reading and avoiding gang rape in the shower. It doesn't happen as much as often these days. I'm afraid I'm losing my. He would say that all the time. He would be like, "I'm afraid I'm losing the." In the Sean Connery accent, he would say it constantly. So that's why I remember it. And yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is similar to Sean in the Rock. I don't know if I could tap into that part of the fan base anymore.
No.
But anyhow, yeah. Well, I guess what I was trying to say is I popped the rib out of place. Hurts a lot. Feels like you're getting stabbed in the back with maybe like a dull steak knife. It's not fun, though. Don't do it.
Yeah, construction shit. Don't do it unless you're wearing the proper PPE and safety equipment to avoid such injuries.
Yeah, there's no PPE that makes vibrations not travel up your spine. It's not how that works.
I mean, you could have gone a more expensive route of solving that problem and maybe save yourself an injury.
I could have bought a mechanized jumping jack, which does the same thing, but those are like $2,000.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Yeah. Don't do that. No, I'll take the rib out.
I'll take the rib out.
We'll take the rib, and Vicodin is cheaper than a jumping jack.
So now that you pop the rib out of place,
yeah,
are you gonna reattempt kissing your wee?
The problem is it's an upper rib, so that wouldn't help. The pain is it's like right by my shoulder blade. If it was a lower rib, I don't know. I still don't know if that would be enough.
Silver lining.
I'm not quite as I was never that flexible. Unlike Mondo, who says he's never tried to suck his own dick. Guys, it's blatant lies. We're calling bullshit. He's homophobic.
Homophobic against myself?
Yeah. You're like, me sucking my own dick is gay. I would never do that.
I don't even know how to respond to that. I don't know how to respond to like yeah, I never tried to suck my own dick. What the hell? I can't believe I have to say that out loud. I never tried. Anyway, moving on to our first segment. Where do I? Oh yeah.
Florida man, causing mayhem when he can. Driving drunk as a rule, alligators in his pool. Look out, here comes the Florida man. Oh, down!
Man. Pittsburgh man jailed after attempting to carjack an Amazon driver's van. Officers from the St. Petersburg police arrested 22-year-old Jonathan Carroll of St. Petersburg after he attempted to carjack an Amazon driver's van. It occurred at approximately 1 p.m. on Thursday, December 15th, in the 4200 block of 12th Avenue North in St. Petersburg. The driver for Amazon was out making deliveries, and out of his truck, Carroll reportedly began to run toward the driver who was attempting to return to his van. The driver was not able to close the door fast enough, allowing Carroll to the door. Wow, these articles, when they're written, they're just not checked for grammar. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, Carroll entered the driver's seat after he forced open the door, and the driver escaped from the van.
Do you think this was premeditated?
Like he had planned? Yeah, for sure. You see Amazon drivers patrolling streets, especially right now at the holidays. Like a lot of people are getting Christmas gifts shipped to them and shit. So Amazon theft and even mail theft is very high during the season. And yeah, this guy has probably scoped the van driving through a couple times.
Oh yeah, porch pirates abound. Instead of selling the 7 Cs and plundering gallons, there's people stealing it off porches. But I feel like if this guy had planned it out, couldn't he just waited until the driver was walking away with their back turned, to the front porch, and then just got into the driver's seat? Like I don't think this was very well coordinated on his part. Maybe he planned it. The execution of this was terrible.
It's a guy from Florida. They're not mastermind criminals here. We're talking about Florida man.
Are you asserting that this gentleman is not a criminal mastermind?
No, he's this guy. I mean, if you look at just a picture of him, you'll know he's not an intelligent. Okay,
just because of the blank, glassy stare in his eyes that just sort of conveys a depth of hopelessness and a vacant void where his brain should be, and the large. I don't know exactly what it is. I think those are flames.
Flames?
Yeah, tattoo on his neck.
Uh-huh.
It says "Rip Rich."
Yeah.
You're saying that this gentleman is not among the top 1% in IQ in population?
I don't think he's got a high school diploma.
He might, but he would have probably stole it on a B&E.
Chubby version of what's that guy's name? Dak
Shepard.
Dak Shepard in Idiocracy.
Yes.
Like a kind of a fatter, like a rounded.
You know what else he kind of looks like?
Who?
You know what? I don't understand.
You don't be mean to someone we know.
This
is like a young fat Garth Brooks trying to be
sure.
a gangster.
But yeah, I definitely think this whole thing could have been coordinated better. But here's let's give credit where credit. This guy's like torch piracy. Nah, you know, people have Ring cameras. They've got this. I'm just gonna go directly to the source.
Yeah, and get more packages too. It's not just like getting one box. Like
yeah, exactly.
Van, you've got hundreds
all
of
boxes.
Yeah, you got a bunch of cool shit.
And you know what? And he knows his lane, right? He's like armed car robbery, probably above my pay grade. Too much. There's gonna be guards. There's gonna be guns. I mean, you know, if this was an armed robbery story, this would have been like Florida man shoots himself in his own nuts while trying to rob an armed car. He knew he wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
You get to supervillain. He's only at mind stage, so he's like Amazon truck. so that how could it possibly go wrong? This foolproof plan by this budding criminal genius. What happened?
Carol reportedly attempted to steal the van, but was unable to get the van into gear.
God damn it! Foiled by stick shifts.
Fucking damn it! Carol was taken into custody and stated to the police on a body-worn camera that he was armed with a box cutter and his intent was to steal the vehicle. The Amazon driver did not observe the box cutter. Carol was charged with carjacking with a weapon, previous robbery, and violation of an electronic monitoring device. Jesus. So he's already almost has a fucking ankle bracelet or some shit. And the box cutter, he's like, I'm gonna fucking steal this van.
That's what I'm saying. He may have a high school diploma, it just isn't his.
Yeah.
He was like doing a B&E. He's like, I'm gonna take this TV. Ooh, high school diploma. I don't have one of those. Boom. Mama said I'd never get one. I showed her. But it really, you know, the classic Scooby-Doo ending. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you. And in his case, I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that fucking stick shift.
Fucking stick.
Can you drive a stick?
No, I don't. I need to learn how. I've never had.
You don't need to learn how. There's no possible reason.
Well, if I never want to buy like an older car that's only, you know.
Yeah, except pretty soon, like definitely within our lifetimes, it's going to be electric. Yeah. And they're not making like stick shift electric cars.
What if someone makes it like a stick shift just for nostalgic reason? Like,
probably those will be like stupid expensive. It's going to be one of those things that's like it's actually worse technology, expensive because it's fancy and
yeah.
You're paying a premium for nostalgia basically.
Still, I wouldn't mind learning how to drive stick, but it's just I've never.
I mean, I'll teach you if you want.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna fuck your car.
Dude, my if you remember, I had that little black car when we were in college.
Oh yeah, I remember that car.
I had to get that stick shift replaced because our friend Tori fucked it up when I was teaching him how to drive.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I remember that car coming back from some party somewhere and in Ball Hall parking lot. Opened the door and I act like right, and you're like fucking Mondo. Like you're like, yes,
I was proud of you.
Good job. You didn't fucking do it in the car.
Yeah. In hindsight, I would have gotten a more passenger friendly car if I'd really thought it through. But I was just anticipating doing long drives when I bought that,
Yeah.
and that car was powered by like 2 hamsters and a gerbil. You just feed them lettuce, and then they could run for about 2,000 miles. So very, very fuel efficient.
Wheels.
Yeah,
All right.
the Toyota Celica with the 2 hamster powered engine.
Anyway, back to Florida man story. Don't be a Grinch and don't steal Amazon fuckers. People, I've had package stolen from me. Fortunately, it was a gift to me, so I didn't feel bad. Like I would have felt worse if like if I bought someone a gift and it got stolen, you know, because the things were for me. Well, fuck it, whatever. They're lost. People stole my shit. Anyway, don't be a Grinch. Christmas is. Moving on to Ask Reddit. Reddit question number 1, Aaron. What are your thoughts about couples that live separately or sleep in separate bedrooms with different bathrooms?
Well, you said that that's the situation your parents are in.
Oh yeah, my folks completely. My mom's got the master bedroom. She's got a queen for her to herself, and her own bathroom. That bathroom doesn't have a shower though, but otherwise it's like a can go do her thing in there, do her deeds. And my dad, he's basically sleeping. It used to be the kids' playroom because when my parents bought that house, it was 3 bedrooms, and it was like one was for my sister, one was for my brother. Eventually, my brother and my sister moved out, so they have empty bedrooms, and one was like the kids' playroom. But Dad, one day, or I don't know, him and my mom got into it. They're just like, "Fuck it, we're gonna have our own beds, separate bedrooms," and you know.
So how is that situation working out?
They both. My mom works like graveyard. I think it works great for them. She works like graveyard, like fucked up hours. So she's not waking my dad up, and my dad's not waking her up, vice versa. So like having like that ability to sleep and get rest for them is like, I think it works out perfectly. But aside from that, I don't think there's any complaints from either. I'm sure my dad, still wanted some key. It's kind of hard when your wife's in another bedroom,
are they like when there's like little kids and you plan sleepovers?
Yeah.
Do they ever do sleepovers? It's like, all right,
I don't know.
We're gonna build a pillow fort tonight. Come over to
my bedroom.
The pillow fort would be in the
middle
playroom.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we'll just be in the pillow fort. Yeah. Tell ghost stories.
Yeah, but I mean, I would be cool with it. Like if I ever got hitched with it's nice to have a little warm body next to you. So if you ever want to give sneak a little, you know what I mean? But being able to I love tossing and turning, dude. I don't sleep still. I move around a lot. So having like a big bed to myself is like, fuck yeah, you go to your bedroom. I'll sleep in bed. I don't think chicks would be good with that though. I think most girls are probably like, fuck you, we're sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah, I think it's kind of. I think they process that all differently, because I for guys, I don't think we'd automatically see it as like, oh, there's a problem in the relationship, or like we're not as just because there isn't the physical closeness, that doesn't mean there's some sort of emotional distance between us. But I think they'd see it more like that.
Yeah.
And I think also for some women though, just